Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Columbus Classic 2025. We're here for Game 3 of this year's event. Earlier today, we've already seen Auburn take down Georgia, and now just a second ago, we saw the Alabama Frozen Tide take down the USF Ice Bulls. And Cam, give a little talk of Aaron Blank alongside with Cam Johnson. Cam, what have you seen so far today in the first couple games?
So far, I've seen a mix of great goalie play. I've seen aggressive offense. I've seen lockdown defense. I've also seen a difference in bench depth amongst some of these teams that's contributed to, fatigue in the game and amongst other things.
Yep, absolutely. Today, we're bringing you hopefully a good one between the University of Miami and the University of Tennessee. Tennessee, coming off of a rough 2024-2025, won one game out of the 8 they played, and they're looking to turn the page. They had a tough opening weekend in their first couple games against the newly minted University of Clemson girls hockey program, and they'll take on a University of Miami team that did not have a stellar season either last year, going 3-8. But look, both of these teams looking to turn the page for this year, and hopefully they play a great game for us today.
No anthems, no lineup.
As we will be getting ready to go shortly here once the teams can get lined up. And we'll be off and running here in Game 3 of this year's Columbus Classic. Teams just getting out here, getting lined up to take the opening face-off of this game. It's looking like the opening draw for the University of Miami. It will be number 22, Kayla Griffin, is going to draw in against Tennessee's number 7. That is, the face-off is won by Miami. Immediately played down to up the wing, and Tennessee will come right back at them with the puck. Good stick lift, though, and Miami takes control in their own zone. Wheeling out, and the open man down the rink. Here's Miami moving in, shot, and a glove save there by Kat Garabedian, the goaltender for the University of Tennessee. Good early chance there for Miami.
What do you think will be the key this game for Miami to win the game?
I think Miami's going to have to come at Tennessee fast. Tennessee looked a little bit shaky against Clemson a couple weeks ago. I think that'll be Miami's key, is to use their speed against a relatively new Tennessee Vols lineup. As the faceoff is won, and Miami has to put it back in as the puck came over the line. Here's Tennessee wheeling now. They're trying to carry the puck out, and they do. Tennessee moving it ahead. They get the puck in, but Miami will take control, but they do not clear it. But they follow up and manage to get the puck over the line, where Tennessee forces it right back. Miami sightseeing now. Good pass up the wing to Griffin, and Griffin loses the puck, and it'll fall all the way back into the Miami zone. Here's Alia Voyer now up for Miami, looking for someone to pass to. Makes a nice pass, but that puck gets broken up in the middle, and it looks like we're going to have a penalty here. And it looks like it will be against the Vols for a trip. Yep. Tennessee's Ice Ball is going to take a seat here, and Miami will get an early power play here. Cam, what are you looking to see them do on this early power play?
They can get down and they can make something happen on offense.
Taking the face-off for Miami will be Catherine Stein, and the Ice Balls win the puck and get a nice clear, but it's held in. A second opportunity now, and this time they'll get it out. Here comes Hannah Statham. She moves it as far as the Miami line, and Stein will pick it up and force it over the Volunteer line. Second time now, and it's forced back to the Miami line again, and here they'll come from their own zone. Litziger over the line, looking for a teammate to pass to, but doesn't have much help as Miami's changing. Puck ends up behind the Ice Ball net, where it's gone and collected now by Samantha Bonomi. Puck back behind the Vols net. Now here it's Stein again. Stein looking for a centering pass, but that was knocked away by Tennessee, and they get the puck out. Statham after it, and here we go. We might have a partial break here for Tennessee, and the puck goes wide as Miami managed to get a stick in at the last second.
As long as the Ice Bulls do that, they'll be in great position. Just get the puck out of your own D zone and make something happen.
Absolutely. Here comes Griffin now, right down the gut of the ice. Moving in, sharp angle shot, and that goes behind the net. Ice Balls retrieve it, working to get the puck up the boards, and it comes right out to the middle. Turnover, here's Miami, and a big save there. A second save now, and covering attempt failed for Tennessee, but they managed to get on the puck and get it back out to the line. Here's Griffin. Griffin, pass was intercepted, and the Ice Balls will clear this the length of the ice. Some good early pressure here for Miami on their power play. It only has 10 seconds left, so it's looking like it'll be a successful kill here for the Ice Balls. As Miami looking to make an outlet pass, sends it the length of the ice, and that will be icing on the Hurricanes. What'd you like or not like on that power play, Cam?
On that power play, I really liked the defense that I was seeing. I think the defense was great. But Tennessee, they've got to make more pushes to the other side. Yep. We saw the one push they made came to a very abrupt end. But as long as they keep doing that, they'll be in great position for the rest of the game.
They've got an offensive zone face-off here, does Tennessee. They're trying to work out where they want everybody to be lined up. It's looking like Madeline Lambert's going to take this face-off now against Stein, and she wins it. Back to the point where it's worked in deep where Miami will take control. Miami trying to get the puck out, and they manage to, as Stein will get into a 50-50 play. Here comes Nash for Tennessee, right into the slot, shot, big save there for Miami, and a cover there by the Miami goaltender. Big early save there. It's a really good chance for Tennessee as Danica Nash skated right into the slot, into the front of the net, and got a very good shot off. But Miami equal to the challenge. As that is Mimi Shapiro there in goal for the University of Miami Hurricanes. Face-off won again by Tennessee, and they move it behind the net. Litzinger clears the puck, and it gets by the Tennessee defense, but they have a number back. Cleared back into the Miami zone. This should be icing, and it is.
I'm not sure if you've noticed up to this point yet, but the Ice Balls have got to keep their feet. That's a key thing that's stopping them on their offensive pushes, is losing their footing.
Yep. It's a fast-moving game. First few games of the season for both teams, still trying to get their feet under them. Both of these teams have traveled a long way to be here. That could be a factor early. But I have a feeling that throughout this game, we'll see less and less of that as the teams get their legs under them.
Yeah, we can already see that right now as the Ice Vols, they're heating up. Miami's goalie is already taking more shots. Same way on the other side of the ice.
Face-off won by Miami in the offensive zone. They work behind the net. Puck still attached to the boards, and now it's in the corner where the Ice Vols take control. They manage to get the puck over their line, where Miami will have to start again from the neutral zone. Nice pass over to Litzinger. Litzinger looking for a breakout pass, but that's picked off by Tennessee. Now here they come again. Shot, and that's saved by Shapiro. Puck hits a stanchion in the boards right out in front. Tennessee, another big save by Shapiro. And the puck's still behind the net. No, danger not averted quite yet. Miami looking to get on the puck is Stein. Stein trying to get the puck out, and she'll skate it out herself. She turns the puck over, and it's sent right back into Miami territory. Griffin in a puck battle with Casella, and she'll move it around behind her own net. That's Scarlett Chatham, who moves it ahead for Stein. Stein in a stick lift battle for Miami, and she loses it. Puck dumped back into Miami territory again. Here's Griffin now, off the glass, but not out. But the puck bounced by Metzinger for Tennessee, and they'll have to start from the neutral zone. They dump it deep, and Holland for Miami will go and pick up the puck behind her net. Nice chip pass to herself, and she leaves the zone with speed. Gets by a second. Moving over the Tennessee line. Holland to the net. Holland, backhand, and that went wide. Good solo rush there for Miami, but the shot at the end just went wide. Some good play here by Tennessee at their own defensive blue line to get the puck out, and now they dump into Miami territory, and here they come. It's Green behind the Miami net, and she'll come out the other side. Courtney Green now manages to move the puck for Statham. Statham's shot hit a teammate before it could make it all the way to the net. Here's Griffin looking for an outlet pass, and she goes up the boards. Nash keeps it in, and Taylor had a lane to the net, but Shapiro, the goaltender for Miami, gets there first. Tennessee controlling the territory so far in this game. They've done a very good job of keep getting the puck deep into Miami territory, but Miami's not done a horrible job breaking out either. I still think that both teams relatively have had a good start. Just getting lined up here for a defensive zone faceoff for Miami. And Chatham will win it. And she attempted to clear to the corner, but it doesn't get there. Now it's Nash at the point for the Ice Vols. Long shot and a glove save by Mimi Shapiro. Great save as the puck went against the grain to the far side. She made a nice diving glove save.
How are you feeling so far about Miami's defense and the person leading it in Miami's goalie?
I'm feeling like Miami is giving up a little bit too much space in front of their net. Their goaltender's been up to the task so far, but I think they need to get more bodies back and make sure they stay between Tennessee and the net. Another offensive zone faceoff coming up here for the Ice Vols. Not sure what the stoppage is now. It looks like we're taking some time for Mimi Shapiro to get up after making that save. But she looks to be all good, and we'll drop the puck. Anna Statham wins the faceoff to Green. Back to the point for Nash. Nash, long shot that hit a Miami body before it made it to the net. And now this puck is cleared but not out. Here's Nash again, moving down low, and another glove save by Shapiro.
Absolutely amazing effort in goalie play from Miami.
Yep, that's two spectacular glove saves in the early going of this game. And so far, Danica Nash for Tennessee is impressed. Looks we got a penalty. It'll be a slash against the Ice Vols, and Miami will get another power play in this game. Their first power play was unsuccessful. Let's see if they can use this power play to gain some momentum here. Face off, one back. Here's Litzinger for Miami. That shot's knocked down and sent to the corner. Puck battle here. Ice Falls come up to it, and they manage to clear the puck. A great play there by Green. Shapiro directs it behind her net as Litzinger moves it up. It's going to be held in here by the Vols. It's Metzger. Metzger playing from her butt, and she manages to move it out. Puck ends up back with Litzinger from Miami. Now here comes Miami again. Long shot, and the glove save there from Kat Garabedian, the Tennessee goalie. Her first work in a little bit, but she looked sturdy there on that glove save. And Miami will get an offensive zone faceoff. Face-off won by Miami. It's Green. She moves it behind the ice ball net, where her teammate takes control. Back out in front, and Tennessee manages to clear. Miami will have to start again from the neutral zone. It's Litzinger, who's become the power play quarterback. She moves it over the line herself. Litzinger in front. A shot, a score! A power play goal for Miami. It's Allie Litzinger. Miami hemmed in a bit throughout this first period, but they get an opportunity on the power play and they take advantage. What'd you like about that, Cam?
On that power play, I like how they weren't afraid to take a step back, reset, breathe, and get something else going. Because of that, they had multiple chances to score. Some chances worked. This one did.
A first period lead for Miami off the stick of Allie Litzinger, who has stood out so far in this game, as she has had the puck on her stick more than almost any other player in the early going. Face off. No clear control, but it looks like the Ice Falls managed to move it to the Miami line. Here's Griffin, the captain for Miami. She moves D to Holland. Holland gives the puck away, and here comes Danica Nash. Danica Nash makes a nice move to the slot, and that shot goes over the net. Danica Nash gets the puck back, looking for a teammate to pass to. And it's out in front, and that's picked off, and Miami will move the other way. Only as far as center, though, as Nash slaps that back into the Miami zone. Here's Griffin. Up the wall, but not out. Pass picked off now by Tennessee. It's Kate Blackstrom. She falls down, but manages to move the puck ahead. This is now behind the Miami net, as Litzinger will go and get it again. Puck ends up at the Tennessee point. And here comes Plant. Plant, another save by Mimi Shapiro with the glove. That's a good shot there for Tennessee from the top of the circle, but Mimi Shapiro made it look easy. What does Tennessee need to do to try and equalize here, as they've controlled the territory for the early part of this game?
Just like we've seen with Miami, Miami's not afraid to back up and reset and get and restart a play over. Tennessee's got to adopt that a little more. Tennessee comes across into the zone. They try to hold on to their possession too long. It gets stale, and they lose it.
Face-off won by Statham for Tennessee, and now it's Green who takes control. Long shot, and they score! Tennessee equals. It's Hannah Green. Excuse me, it's Courtney Green who ties the game for the Ice Falls. And just like you said, they reset, they won the face-off, took their time at the top of the zone, and made a nice shot that beats Mimi Shapiro. 1-1 here in Columbus, almost halfway through the first period. Teams getting lined up here to restart play now. New game, 1-1. Courtney Green dumps the puck in right after scoring the goal. Here's Litzinger, who feels like has been out there this whole game. She up in a board battle now and manages to get the puck to a teammate. Here comes Chatham from Miami. She chips it to herself. Moves in front, shot, score! Miami answers right back. It's Scarlett Chatham who decides to do it herself. She goes the length of the ice after Litzinger freed the puck up for her, and she goes around the D right in front and beats Garabedian.
Very smooth
Take the lead
skating,
back.
very smooth shot,
Absolutely.
very calm and controlled offense.
Saw a showcase of speed there on that goal, which we've seen throughout the day. Lots of burners on the ice here in the Columbus Classic. Quick answer here for Miami right after they gave up a goal. They managed to take the lead right back, and we'll see how Tennessee responds now. Here's Green moving over the line for Miami. Okay, that's Stein. Here's Litzinger again. We'll be calling her name a lot today as she loses the puck, but it's picked up by her teammate Holland. Holland wheeling and dealing over her own line, and she flies over the Tennessee line now, 2-on-1. Weak shot, and that might have hit a stick and went wide. Miami now in the corner. Puck cleared back this way to the boards, and the Ice Falls will carry it out of their zone. It's Courtney Green now, and she'll dump it and change. Taylor for Tennessee picks up the puck in the other corner, chips it to the middle, but it was just her. However, a teammate skates on, tries to get it deep, but is unable to, and Miami will move it through the neutral zone. Here's Alia Voyer for Miami. Puck knocked away for a second, but she manages to move it behind the net. But Garabedian will not let that happen, as she will freeze it for a face-off.
What are you seeing from this Miami offense right now? What's different from before? What's the same? What are they doing?
Miami, they're trying to use their speed at the moment. I think they realize that they can win this game. They can win a fast game that's played end to end. I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to set the pace of this game. It'll be up to the Vols to slow the game down, because I think that's the way they'll want to play. Here's Griffin at the point. She'll dump it in deep, where the Ice Vols will go and retrieve it. Moved even further now, and Voyer will get on it for Miami. Voyer trying to get back on the puck, but a good defensive play there by Tennessee. Here's Litzinger again at the point. Litzinger moves it over. Here's Voyer. Voyer chips it toward the net. A rebound save, and Garabedian will cover that. It was a little chip to the net that Stein tried to get a whack at. I don't know how much she actually got of it, as Jenna Reynolds was there for Tennessee to disrupt her. Another offensive zone face-off coming for Miami. It'll be Chatham who draws in and takes it. And she'll win it. Puck given back to Hoyland. A long shot, and that's patted away by Garabedian. Loose puck in the corner. They battle for it. Chatham comes up with it and is trying to find a teammate. She just decides to put it back behind the Tennessee net. Nash will go and retrieve it for Tennessee. Nash looking for an outlet pass, and she'll just take it herself and chip it to center. Good play there by Holland to get on the puck first before Nash could continue over the Miami line. Chatham falls down but gets right back up. Here's Tennessee now. It's Plant. Plant weaving through the neutral zone and over the Tennessee line. To the slot shot, and that's blocked by Holland. Good play. Another opportunity here as Casella goes and retrieves the puck for Tennessee. It's moved. Here's Plant. Plant back to Nash. Long shot, and that hit Holland again as the puck bounces over the line, and it'll have to be retrieved by Tennessee. Good play there by Tennessee to keep Holland from wheeling the other way as it's sent back into the Miami zone. Holland will go and pick it up. Actually, it'll be Griffin. She moves it up. Does this puck get out? Yes, it will. Statham couldn't keep it in for Tennessee. Here's Metzger now. Rink wide. Blackston. Blackston looking for a teammate, and here come the Vols. Shot, another block by Holland. That's 3 on this shift. She's a puck magnet right now, but the Vols maintain control. Here's Metzger. D to D, and that pass is picked off by Stein, but she falls down before she can go the other way on the breakaway, and the puck will be sent back into Miami territory. Here's Griffin. She tried to do a pass for Bonomi, and that missed, and it'll be icing against Miami.
Something I'm not sure if you've noticed very much, but Tennessee is using their left-handed boards to their advantage and almost as an aid to help them protect the puck. What do you think about that?
Yeah, Tennessee is definitely using this side here. They're trying to squeeze it up the boards. I think that Tennessee believes that they can win those board battles more often than not, so they're trying to keep the puck over there and move it up using the sides of the ice, because that will neutralize Miami's speed. Face off one back to Reynolds. Reynolds shot that hit multiple sticks, but Shapiro pads it away, and that's cleared by Holland. Metzger will go back and retrieve for Tennessee. She tries to go to D, but her pass misses, and now it's Stein. Stein, low shot, and Garabedian will cover that.
Okay.
Offensive zone face-off coming up here for Miami. They're trying to figure out who they want on the ice. It'll be Chatham here who draws in, as Litchinger is right back out there. Shot, quick save there by Garabedian, but the puck does not get out. Tennessee following up though, and they manage to move it. Here comes Courtney Green, in on a breakaway, in on Shapiro, she scores! Courtney Green with her second goal of the game on this one off the breakaway. And Tennessee ties it up at 2. Miami won the faceoff in the offensive zone, but the puck got caught up at the line. They could not move it down low. Courtney Green knocks it away, skates in, and finishes.
We're only 13 minutes into play here in Columbus. This Tennessee offense already looks like a very different offense than the first maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes that we saw them play.
Yes. Tennessee struggled in their first couple games against Clemson. They could only muster 1 goal throughout the 2-game set. But so far, they've already beat that in this first period against Miami. Holland lost the puck, and Nash will move in. She's been everywhere for Tennessee. She stays on it, puts it out in front, and that shot was knocked away by Litzinger. Holland will pick up behind her net. Pressured by Statham, she spins away and leaves Statham in the dust. Here's Nash now at the point for Tennessee. Long shot, tipped on goal, Statham, rebound, and it looks like it'll be a penalty here against Miami. Tennessee still controls though, but they blow it dead. It'll be Litzinger who goes to the box here for Miami, which is a big loss as she has been out there all the time for Miami. Good play there by Tennessee to put the puck on net, force a rebound, and that forced Litzinger to take down Statham for Tennessee before she could knock in the rebound. Power play coming up here for Tennessee off of the Litzinger tripping penalty for Miami. Plant wins the faceoff for Tennessee, and now it's back to the point for Nash. She finds Green, but Green couldn't control the pass, and Chatham will move it out. Chatham for Miami, 1-on-2 into the zone. She doesn't really have any support, but she manages to beat someone. Back to the middle, puck knocked off her stick. Almost a great solo effort there from Chatham for Miami. But here comes Tennessee the other way with a 2-on-1. It's Danica Nash. Nash shot, big save, Shapiro. Puck not cleared though. Holland follows up and manages to swipe the puck out, and Chatham will help finish that clear. Here comes Tennessee again. It's Plant over the Miami line. Long shot. Shapiro makes the save and will dive out to cover it as the rebound bounced a couple feet away from her. But no real Tennessee forecheck to worry about. Some early chances here for Tennessee on the power play. What have you seen from Miami to keep them off the scoreboard?
From Miami, all I've seen is shrinking back into your own zone and just being calm and just at the end of the drive, surviving the drive and managing to get that puck back into a playable position for offense.
You're absolutely right. Miami doing a good job collapsing on their net, and they do a good job clearing the puck here. Miami looking like the more tired team right now. They are at a significant numbers disadvantage compared to Tennessee. They only have 3 subs on their bench compared to Tennessee, who has far more than that. Tennessee on the power play still, but they're having to start from their own zone. They skate onto the puck, and Griffin, the captain for Miami, will send it back the other way. Stein holds it up and does a good job, and she'll move over the Tennessee line. Not much support, as Tennessee will take the puck away. Emma Newman manages to move the puck out as Holland will try to send it back in, but that clearing attempt is blocked. Here comes Tennessee. Tennessee in a stick battle now. It's Lambert and Holland. Holland manages to get the puck away and send it as far as the Tennessee line.
Just to follow up on your comment about Miami's bench not having as many subs on it, Miami's looking tired, and Tennessee is continuing to press and press and press and really get pucks in deep.
Very obviously part of the Tennessee game plan to keep pressing and take advantage of those tired Miami forwards is Holland manages to move the puck to her deep partner, but you can see she's hunched over, out of breath, as she's had to play this whole penalty kill because Litzinger took the penalty. But Litzinger's out of the box, and then she tries to center a play, and that did not work. Reynolds behind her own net for Tennessee. She moves it to Metzger. Metzger tried to make an outlet pass, and she gets a second opportunity and manages to get it out of the zone. Here's Litzinger coming off of a 2-minute break. She passes up. That might have went over the line, and it did, as Stein could not get out fast enough for Miami. 3:46 to go in the first period. Score tied at 2, but the Ice Falls have been on the front foot for the last little while. They've recently scored an equalizer from Courtney Green off of a breakaway, and they're trying to take advantage of a tired Miami team.
Which is interesting because it seems as if Miami was relying so heavily on their speed first coming out of the game. Tennessee was just sitting back, almost as if they knew that they would expect Miami to be this tired.
Plant moving in, a save by Shapiro. Miami trying to get the puck out. Plant gets it back and puts another one on net that Shapiro pads away to the corner. Litzinger now in a puck battle with Plant. Puck still there, and Litzinger will send it around the boards, where it'll be cut off by Danica Nash for Tennessee. Nash, long shot, that hit a Miami body, loose in front, and that's off the post. Still loose, and Chatham will move it around out of danger. Big chance there for Tennessee as the puck got caught up right in front of the crease. Plant back into her own zone to retrieve, and she'll move it back out to center. Puck hung up there and sent all the way back into Miami territory. It's the captain, Griffin. She moves it to her D partner, Litzinger, and Litzinger will send it into Miami territory, or Tennessee territory. Nash behind her net. She'll lead the rush for Tennessee. It's still Nash. Nash through the line, trying to split the defense, and her shot hit a body and fell comfortably into the glove of Mimi Shapiro. Offensive zone faceoff coming up here for Tennessee. Looks like they're going to have Statham, Green, and over there for Tennessee, that is, sure can't see a number. She moves the puck in. Here's Courtney Green, pass out in front, that hit a skate, and Shapiro with a stretched out pad save as that puck kind of just haphazardly ricocheted on net, and Shapiro had to be alert.
Although Miami's tired, they're going to have to start playing better defense ahead of their goalie because the goalie, she can't take as many shots. Not one person can stop 19 shots and not let any more go in.
Absolutely. They got to play better in front of Shapiro, but Shapiro so far has been up to the task. Down low, Litzinger chips the puck out for Stein. Stein will skate onto that. She's got Reynolds in her back pocket. Does a nice job bodying off Reynolds and staying on the puck. Stein gets it through Reynolds, but a teammate is there. That's Courtney Green to pick up the mess. Courtney Green now, 2-on-1. Doesn't know she has a teammate, and she'll just put it on net. Shapiro pads it away. Here's Courtney Green. Fighting off the check of Holland, but Holland will take the puck. She'll ring it back around, and there's nobody home for Miami, and Taylor for Tennessee will skate onto that. Taylor, centering pass, and that was behind her teammate, and Holland will take control again. A minute and a half to go in this first period. Tennessee doubling up Miami on the shot clock, 20-10, but the game is even. Here's Stein for Miami. Catherine Stein moving ahead, fights off the check of Reynolds. She's cutting to the front of that shot, and a glove save by Garabedian. She hasn't been super busy in this game, but so far she's been up to the task. Another offensive zone face-off coming up here for Miami. Chatham right back out there. Blitzinger and Holland both out there at the same time as this group of three Miami defense rotates around. Face-off won by Miami. Shot moved towards the net, but it's cleared out by Tennessee, but not only as far as Holland. Long shot, and that's blockered away by Garabedian. Another shot by Litzinger, and that didn't make it to the net. Litzinger put another one on net, and Garabedian up to that one as well. You'd have to think that Miami will have to generate some shots from closer to the Tennessee goal, as these long shots not really troubling Kat Garabedian.
I think that just goes back to the lack of depth on their bench, how tired they are. And I think that also goes into the lack of play in front of their goalie. They have to put aside how tired they are and still be able to put forth an offensive effort.
Chatham on the puck now, doing just that. Her centering pass is sticked away by Garabedian, and Tennessee will try and clear, but they can't. The puck eventually trickles its way over the line, where Litzinger will take control again. Dumped in. Miami's offside, so they'll have to vacate the zone, and Tennessee will get a free breakout here. Here come the Ice Falls. 3-on-3 now. Puck back to Lambert. Lambert shovels it toward the net, but Holland will stick that away and go and retrieve it behind her own net with only 15 to go in this first period. Maybe a time for one last rush here by Miami, as Holland will move it through the center. She's got to hurry, but she might have time. Here's Holland. Over the line, shot, and that flutters harmlessly over the net, and that'll be how the first period ends. So close first period, still even at 0, and these two teams very even so far. And now this from CCM. CCM FTW line is the first ever hockey gear built specifically for her. To get yours, head to ccmhockey.com or check out your local retailer. right, we are back here for the second period between the University of Tennessee and the University of Miami. All knotted up between the two teams so far, but Tennessee largely controlling the play throughout the first period. Miami hopefully will use this quick breather to rest their small depth that they have and see if they can come out and maybe score early at this period. I think that'll be the key to them winning this game, is come out when they're rested, especially now and after the second period break.
Especially to hold off such a fiery Tennessee offense.
Teams line up now. It's Plant drawing against Chatham, and Chatham will gain control, but Plant will skate towards the puck faster. Puck sent into Miami territory, it's Litzinger. D to Holland, and Holland will move it out of her zone. Here's Nash for Tennessee, just onside, and she'll move in. Long shot, that hit a stick and fluttered over the net. Stick battle going on in the corner, and Miami will take control. Here's Litzinger. Litzinger's fresh legs will move it over the line, and she'll chip it behind the Volunteer net. Moved up as Casella couldn't control that for Tennessee, and it's sent right back into the Tennessee line. Puck retrieved here by the Ice Walls, and they're looking for a breakout. Up the boards it goes, but not only as far as Chatham. Chatham working against the boards, and she'll throw it behind the Ice Ball net, where Danica Nash will go and retrieve it. Skated over the puck, but manages to maintain possession. She'll chip it past Holland, and here comes Casella. She's beaten to the puck by Litzinger. Holland again. She can't move the puck out of her zone. And Miami will try again. Here's Chatham. Glassing out only as far as the red line. It's Danica Nash again. She'll play catch with Chatham and then go to the bench. Here's Chatham skating up the ice, trying to take advantage of a Tennessee change, but it looks like Tennessee's back in position, so she'll just dump it, and Miami will change themselves. Picked up behind the net by Metzger. She tries to find a pass to Statham. Statham will send it right back to Metzger. She'll dump it into the Miami zone, but from her own side of center, so that'll be icing against the Ice Falls. Miami picking which face-off circle they want this to be in. It's looking like they're choosing the circle to Kat Garabedian's right. Face-off won by Stein, but kicking control by Taylor. Miami on the puck now, trying to move it deep, and Courtney Green will come and pick it up for the Ice Walls. She'll wheel behind her own net. Green dumps it out, but Holland keeps it in and sends it right back into Tennessee territory.
Pressure.
Up the boards now. Taylor trying to move the puck out and can't. She'll get a second opportunity, but loses the puck. Here's Mateo. Dumping it behind the Tennessee net now. And Reynolds to the boards for Courtney Green, and she'll ring it around for her teammate Taylor on the near side. Taylor makes a nice pass to Statham, who chips it ahead, and Holland will have to go and retrieve for Miami with Statham right on her tail. Spins away from Statham and manages to move it to Litzinger. Litzinger chips the puck ahead. Here's Reynolds for Tennessee, sending it right back. Holland now looking for a teammate to pass to. She'll just fire it to the far side of the net, away from all the Tennessee players. And Courtney Green will pick it up. D to D now for Reynolds. Reynolds moving it ahead. That hit a stick, so it will not be icing, and Griffin will have to retrieve for Miami. Griffin moving up the ice. Good stick there from Green to knock it away. But Stein follows up and moves it ahead to a teammate. Puck sent back towards the Miami line, and Holland will go D to Griffin. Griffin dumping it up the boards. No icing as Reynolds gets there. Looking for someone to pass to, and she'll send it diagonally across the ice, and this will go all the way down for icing. What have you noticed in the first few minutes of this period, Cam?
So far, I've noticed that Tennessee is keeping it very close to the boards, just like we saw in the first period. They're not abandoning that. They're not abandoning that method. Miami's hanging in there. We mentioned it earlier how tired they looked. I guess the break that they needed was just this intermission, and they're holding it together.
Yeah, Miami looking better this period. Tennessee's controlled possession of the puck heavily, but still not a ton of great chances to speak of. And we'll see, that'll be the story. Can Tennessee capitalize off of all this possession, or will Miami keep it close? Here's Lissinger now, skating through the Tennessee defense on her own, stops, puck knocked away very nicely there by Kyla Metzger, but pecked up by Chatham. Chatham shot, that flutters wide of the net. Chatham back on it behind the Tennessee goal. Looking for someone to pass to, but Tennessee keeps both passing lanes blocked. Here's Bonomi now. She'll send it back to the point for Griffin. Griffin has the puck knocked away by Courtney Green, and she might have a break here. Litchinger manages to get back, but it's 2-on-1. Green going wide. Pass out in front, and that's blockered away by Shapiro. Puck exits the zone, and we have a stoppage now. Too many men against Tennessee.
Miami has got to start taking advantage of these chances because Tennessee right now, they're struggling to clear the puck out of their own D zone. So they have to, Miami's got to start capitalizing. They've got to start getting pucks shot towards the net. They got to start making the effort to get the puck in the general area of the net.
And they have an opportunity right here as Tennessee is trying to send someone to the box here. It's a too many men penalty, so they're going to choose who they're going to put in the box for 2 minutes. But Miami's about to get a power play. This is an opportunity for them to take the lead. Miami, with their short bench, can benefit heavily from being in front. This is our opportunity now against this Tennessee volunteer, ice volunteer penalty kill. Miami already with 1 power play goal in this game. They get their 3rd opportunity now. Here's Chatham. Not much pressure, so she'll fling it at the net, and that flutters wide. Voyer can't get to the puck first, and Tennessee gets the puck out. Sent back towards Tennessee, but here's Nash. Nash will clear it the length of the ice and force Miami to start from behind their own net. Kayla Griffin now, the captain of Miami, will chip it ahead. Intercepted by Nash, and we'll see if she carries it in. She does. Carrying it in short-handed, long shot, and that's bodied away by Shapiro. Wraparound attempt, and the angle wasn't there for Danica Nash. Shapiro got there just in time to maybe throw her off. And here's Chatham with speed for Miami. 2-on-0, and that shot hits a stick and flutters into the netting, and we'll have a stoppage. Chatham had Voyer with her, but not a great passing lane to move it, but they'll take the face-off. Plant was the one that got her stick in there. Tennessee changing killers now. Miami keeping the same group, except Holland is now came on the ice to replace Griffin. Chatham, puck tied up, and she manages to move it to Voyer. Voyer on the puck, not much pressure, so she'll skate to the middle of the ice. Voyer, Plant got there first, and Plant will send the puck down the rink for Tennessee. Another clear as we've just passed the halfway point of this Miami power play. Holland in her own zone, looking for an outlet. That pass went by Stein, the length of the ice, and this should be icing against Miami, and it is. Miami has had a little bit of possession in this power play so far, but not any real chances to speak of yet, and they'll have to start from their own zone. What can they do better, Cam?
What can Miami do better?
Yeah.
Miami, they need to start maintaining their possession. It seems as if they make it. It seems like they make it to the O zone. They have a chance to score. They're looking at it in the face, and then that chance just flies behind them. It looks like Tennessee is on another offensive push.
Here's Holland now trying to get the puck out, but that's held in. But Metzger takes a tumble. Miami with numbers if they hurry. Here's Holland. She's got Voyer and Stein with her. Holland, that shot hit a leg and went wide. Holland again in front, and that went through the crease. Metzger trying to get the puck out and takes a swing and a miss. Plant bodied off by Stein. Great play there, and they battle for it. Stein on the puck, sends it out in front, and that went right by her teammate in front. Here's Lissinger moving in. Looking for someone to pass to, hands it off for Holland. Holland skating downhill. Long shot, and she scores!
What a shot. Right there earlier is an example of what I was talking about. Miami sat back, they kept their possession, they waited for the time to come, they shot, and it paid off.
Miami, Holland taking advantage on the power play. They score, and they take the lead. And that has really been the story for Miami. Their big guns have come through for them. And they've gotten them on the scoreboard again. So that makes the score 3-2, nearly to the midway point of this game. 13:46 to go in the second period. Miami with the lead. Just getting lined up now for this face-off at center ice. And that's won back by Lambert, but Stein charges ahead to knock it into Tennessee territory. Here's Danica Nash. Danica Nash trying to respond for Tennessee after giving up a goal. She moves to the slot. That hit a body, and Shapiro will cover that, but it wasn't as easy as it looked as that puck was fluttering on its way to the net. Interesting to see what the response from Tennessee will be. They gave up a power play off of a too many men call, which is one that that is really just a self-inflicted error, and that really leads to a self-inflicted goal against. Tennessee getting lined up, and they win the draw. It's back to Nash. She puts it down low, and Litzinger will retrieve for Miami. She'll reverse for Holland, and Holland carries this up the ice. Holland now through the neutral zone. She's got Stein with her, but she'll take it herself. Holland, long shot, and that's into the glove of Garabedian for Tennessee.
Although that forecheck didn't result in a scoring goal, Miami looks fast. They look fast again, and I'm wondering where all this energy came from. They look very fast. People are coming off the bench. They have energy. They're getting out there on the ice, and they want to play, they want to shoot, and they want to pass.
I think it's because this period has been a little more stop-start than the first period. It's allowing some more time in between shifts for Miami, which we said earlier that maybe the slow style of play would benefit Tennessee, but it looks like it's allowing for Miami's top dogs to get rested and maybe keeps their energy up and their speed. Here's Bonomi for Miami. She chips the puck back, but that's intercepted by Tennessee, but only they can't clear. Back into the far corner. Here's Chatham to pick up the puck. She works on Mexinger, chips it around her. Chatham looking for a shot, and that's a sharp angle save there from Garabedian, as Chatham worked up the goal line towards the net, but could not find an angle to score. Tennessee making a change. Plant is going to come back out here, as is Kate Blackston and Luna Casella. Looks like Plant will take this draw against Chatham. Chatham wins it to Voyer. Voyer rumbling to the middle, but can't get a shot away. Chatham again in the far corner. Chatham getting harassed by Plant, but stays on the puck. Sharp angle shot, and that didn't make it to the net, but Litzinger takes it. Long shot, and that's off the side of the net. Reynolds looking for a teammate to pass to, and she'll chip it to the wall. Puck sent out, but only as far as Litzinger, and it's right back into Tennessee territory. Here's Metzger for Tennessee. She's got Casella with her, but she can't move it to him. Puck battle ensues, and Griffin will take control for Miami. Tried to move it to Litzinger, but couldn't, and Plant will take control and maybe a chance for a break, but she'll just chip it towards the Miami net. Shapiro will cover under really no pressure, and this will be an offensive zone faceoff for the Ice Falls.
Suddenly, Tennessee seems to be losing every board battle for the puck that they're coming across, which is so starkly different than we've seen from the first period.
Absolutely. It felt like in the first period, Tennessee was winning all of those battles on the wall, but Miami, credit to them, they've been much better around the edge of the ice, and that's really showing up here as they've been able to control possession in this period. Miami working out who they want on the ice. They could not change because it was a shot on goal from outside of Miami's defensive zone that was covered. But they managed to move the puck out anyway, and here's Holland with speed. She might have Stein with her. Holland moves in herself. Shot, and a big save by Garabedian. Off of the breakaway from Holland for Miami, who's already got a goal in this game.
Tennessee cannot keep getting caught off guard by Miami's offensive pushes. Although they are fast, you guys have the better bench depth, and you guys should be on the ice, more energetic, and more willing to put up a fight to these offensive pushes from Miami.
It's happened a couple times on offensive zone face-off for Tennessee turning into a break the other way. They might have to start playing a little bit of center field to account for that blazing Miami speed when it comes in bursts. Stein on the puck now. She's working on it. Courtney Green was there to battle her, but the puck doesn't leave that spot. Battle at the top of the circle now. Courtney Green fishes it out, and she'll try and skate it out herself. Puck knocked away, though, by Holland. And Taylor will have to take it for Tennessee. She stumbles, but manages to get the puck out of the zone. Litzinger, dumping attempt, hit a body. That would hurt. I think it hit Lambert for Tennessee. Holland now behind her own net. She'll start the breakout for Miami. 11 minutes to go in this second period here. 3-2 Miami as they move in, and a shot hits the stick and goes wide. Here's Holland Bonnet, though. Centering pass, and that didn't make it to Stein. Chipped back out to the point. Here's Litzinger. Litzinger, long shot that hit the skates of Reynolds. Puck still loose, though, and moved out. Litzinger thought about going for a change, but the puck came her way, so she'll dump it in. And she will go off and be replaced by Griffin. Metzger behind her net for Tennessee. Miami's offside, so they'll have to vacate the zone, and Tennessee will be able to carry it out uncontested. Metzger, pass up ahead to Taylor, who skates onto it. She moves in against Griffin, into the Miami corner and around the net. Taylor, looking for a teammate to pass to. Puck ends up in front. Stein skates onto it, but has no help. But she at least manages to get over the line and follow up. Stein still now. And this puck will end up in the Miami bench. And so this face-off will probably be at center ice. Waiting to see where the officials point. They're pointing to the Tennessee defensive zone, so this might be a bit of a break here for Miami. The officials deeming that Stein managed to gain the zone before the puck went out. Midway point in this game, 3-2. Chatham wins the draw, but the puck is tied up. Courtney Green now for Tennessee. She's on it. She works on Griffin. She manages to chip it around Griffin and skate onto it, but Holland will get there first, but she takes a tumble. Plant sends it right back in. Tennessee's offside, and they're going to blow it dead as Taylor did not let up on the forecheck. And this faceoff will come all the way down the rink. Cam, halfway point of this game. What have you seen so far from these two teams?
So far, I've seen Tennessee. Tennessee came out blazing earlier, taking pucks along the boards, securing them between the player's body and the boards. It seems as if they've abandoned that strategy. Miami, they look tired early on this period, but they're coming out. They look way more smooth, way more fast, and especially gritty.
Litzinger now. Amazing what having the lead can do. You play with so much more confidence on the puck. As a long shot by Litzinger is covered by Garbedian. We'll do it all over again. To the right of Kat Garbedian, the goaltender for Tennessee. This time the faceoff is won by Plant. Puck is not cleared, though, as Plant will have to follow up. Litzinger held up the play, and now it's Green. Green looking for the puck, but it was in her skates, and Griffin will take control. But Green manages to push past her behind the Miami net. Here's Danica Nash. Down low for Courtney Green. In front, was looking for Nash. Did she get a shot away? Shapiro is there. It looks like she has the puck. A bit of an odd play. It looked like the pass was going to be behind Green, who had cut across the net. But it still looks like they got a pretty decent shot away for Tennessee. And that's their first good chance in what feels like a few minutes now. Looks like we're taking a minute to let Mimi Shapiro gather herself as Tennessee forward and the Miami defensewoman went crashing down low. Offensive zone face-off here for Tennessee. They're looking for the equalizer at the midway point of the second period. Plant draws in, wins the face-off directly to the side, and the puck is still loose. Plant will skate on it herself. Back to the point for Nash. Long shot. That was a dipping shot that Shapiro saves. Shapiro still down low, but Miami manages to get the puck out. Here's Voyer. Voyer moving ahead. Alia Voyer. She gets the puck behind the Tennessee net. Here's Green now for Tennessee. She makes a dangerous pass. Chatham stepped in front, but Nash cleans it up. A dangerous pass right up the gut of the ice by Courtney Green, but Tennessee manages to get away with it.
This is what we're used to seeing from Miami this game. Miami, their strategy is to get in the O-zone early, plant those seeds, and although every drive doesn't end in a goal, they've planted those seeds, and they're confident in the other team's O-zone. They're confident in the O-zone.
Miami's forcing Tennessee to play out of their own zone, and so far that's had some success as they've managed to clog up the neutral zone. But Tennessee with the puck in the offensive zone now. Centering pass, nobody home. Reynolds skating onto it. She'll throw it at the net. That didn't make it there as Chatham blocked it. Chatham will flip it out all the way down the ice, but this will be on goal, or no, it won't be. So it should be icing, and it is. It looked like that puck might end up going on goal, but it just went wide of the net, so Miami will have an icing against them. So another offensive zone faceoff coming up now for Tennessee. Tennessee lining up now for this offensive zone faceoff in their black jerseys with the orange and white checkerboard stripe around the waist and elbows. They win the draw, and it's moved up to Metzger. Metzger puts it down low, but Chatham intercepts it again. Chatham moving ahead now for Miami. She puts it ahead, and that shot hit an ice ball on the way to the net. Litzinger holds in. Awkward change here for Miami, but they get away with it. Puck held in again, back towards the net. That's kicked away by Reynolds, and now it's Blackston moving it ahead for Tennessee. Dangerous pass, and that barely makes it to Litzinger, but Statham comes in to intercept. Here's Statham for Tennessee. She'll put it on net, and that's saved and covered by Mimi Shapiro.
Very dangerous by the looks of it, but Tennessee is already making that progress to get the puck out of their D zone and get to where they're comfortable and they can play it offensively.
We're getting into that latter half of this period, which is when the legs might become heavy for Miami with their short bench. They have the lead, though. I think the objective now for Miami will be to get to this intermission. Of course, for this tournament, there is no intermission between the first and second period, but there will be an intermission and an ice cut between the second and third period. So this is critical for Miami to get to this intermission still up a goal. Holland spins behind her own net and looks to skate this out herself. She's got Stein ahead of her, but she'll choose to keep it herself. Stein still with her, 2-on-1. She's wide open and she can move it, but Holland around the defense, shot, and a big save by Garabedian. And Garabedian will jump out to cover the puck and get a whistle. 2-on-1 there for Miami, but Holland chooses to take it herself. She gets around the defenseman and gets a good chance, but Kat Garabedian was equal to the task. Kat Garabedian has made 19 saves on 22 Miami shots. Mimi Shapiro has made 26 saves on 28 ice ball shots. Long shot by Griffin. Gets in feet. Nash will bring it up the other way. She moves in against Holland. Danica Nash tries to get around Holland, but Holland does a good job to force her behind the net. Still Nash. Her shot couldn't make it to the net as her stick got tied up right as she let it go. Lambert now in a corner battle now with Griffin. Puck moved up back to the point, and it can't be controlled by the Tennessee defense, but they do a good job to get the puck back in, and Holland will take control for Miami. Stein is moving ahead, but she gets into the line early, and it'll be offside against Miami, so this puck will head back down into the Miami zone for an offensive zone face-off for the Ice Balls. Tennessee making a change here. Same D pair of Griffin and Holland out there for Miami as Litzinger gets a well-deserved rest. Face-off one back to Danica Nash. She shoots, fluttering puck, and that goes wide. Blackston tries to chip into the slot. Plant, quick shot, and Shapiro makes the save. plan again. Rink wide now for Nash, but that gets by her, but she controls it. Danica Nash. Long shot, rainbow shot, and that's gloved by Mimi Shapiro. A can of corn for her. Miami going to make another change as Chatham will hop back over the boards and replace Stein.
How do you think this confusion of different people coming off the bench, entering the bench, just a constant cycle of players coming in and out of the game, how do you think that's affecting Miami's offense and defense?
Miami, their offense, to tell you the truth, is being run through a select few players at the moment, and so they got to keep everybody fresh, which is why most of their offense is coming through individual efforts. But I think that if they start trying to pass it to each other, they can generate some really good scoring chances. There's Chatham now moving in on a 2-on-1. She's got Voyer with her. Long shot off the post. She gets back on the puck, though, and a good play by Plant to keep her from cutting back to the slot as the ball's clear. Holland now for Miami. Miami chipping it ahead, and Voyer will take control. She works on Nash. Nash bodies her into the boards, but Chatham's there to support. Here's Chatham. Over the line, and she'll chip it into Tennessee territory. Ice falls back to the puck. Dangerous pass given away. It's Chatham off the post again. Voyer following up, and that shot didn't make it to the net as Nash is on her knees, and we'll get a stoppage as the puck disappears under the mass of humanity. Chatham hitting the post twice in the same shift, just within about a minute of each other. What does Miami need to do to finally get another goal?
Miami has got to spend more time crafting their shots. Miami is rapid-firing shots at the net, which can be good, but in the situation, it's not, because the shots don't seem aimed. They don't seem very purposeful on Miami's part.
Big chance there for Miami off of the giveaway by Tennessee, but Chatham could not convert, and I bet she'll be thinking about that one for the rest of this game. Voyer takes control off the draw, and Garabedian was equal to the task, and she'll cover again, and we'll redo it. Another change here for Miami. Forwards. We'll go to the benches. You may have heard Catherine Stein say. So now a trio of Stein, Medeo, and Fleming will come out for Miami, as well as the captain Graham to replace Holland. Tried to move it back to the point, but only found Courtney Green, and she'll move it rink wide for Taylor. Taylor can't get the puck out, but on a second attempt manages to. Courtney Green now moving in against Griffin. Good stick lift by Griffin, though. Passes it up the gut of the ice, and Metzger will send it right back that way. And this will be icing against Tennessee as Metzger was on her own side of center.
Earlier on the broadcast, the spectators might have heard Miami's coach from the bench call out forwards when asking for a line change. Would you say these line changes are leaning towards more an offensive and defensive style of play?
I think Miami's trying to change as fast as they can. They're trying to keep the shifts short. Their short bench is part of that. And I think they've done a good job. They've looked like they've had much lighter legs in this period, which might be a tribute, first period, you have some bus legs, you get tired at the end of the period, but now Miami seemed to have woken up, and Tennessee is going to have to really work on it here, and here they come. Long shot, that goes behind the net. Here's Green, she'll reverse it back down low, where Griffin is beaten to the puck. Miami manages to clear the zone, though. Will this be enough for icing? It's slowing down, and will it make it? Yes, it will. Barely icing there as Miami gets a little bit unlucky, but they'll have another face-off to defend in front of their goalie. Tennessee choosing the face-off circle to Mimi Shapiro's left. Miami's bench trying to rally the players out there to get to the end of this period. And like we said earlier, Miami getting to the end of this period with the lead would be huge for them with their short bench. Reynolds, long shot. That flutters into the air and ends up in the corner. Litzinger sends it up to neutral ice where Reynolds will take control. Reynolds sends it right back in, but Tennessee's offside, so Litzinger will be able to carry it out for Miami. Litzinger moving in herself, Down low, shot saved by Garabedian. Rebound is put in front, but no one was home for Miami. Stein sends another centering pass, but that goes by everybody and ends up with Stem for Tennessee. She has the puck taken from her, though. Two Tennessee players running into each other, and Griffin stays away with the puck. Here's Griffin now, moving down low, chips it toward the net, and it goes around behind where Metzger will take control. Metzger can't get the puck past Stein, who sent it right back, and now it'll be Jenna Reynolds for Tennessee. Dangerous pass to the slot, and that's picked off by Griffin. Long shot, and that's patted to the side by Garabedian, and Stein will go and retrieve for Miami. Stein, pass was intercepted by Garabedian, and she'll freeze. 2:33 to go in period number 2. Miami still with the lead. They've scored the only goal of this second period off the stick of Holland. Forwards change again for Miami, as do the D for Tennessee. Chatham drawing in. She wins the draw back to Griffin. Griffin over to Holland. Long shot, and what a save by Garabedian through some traffic. That is a tougher save than it looks, Cam.
What a save, what a shot. It seems like Miami is really inspired to get out here, finish this period, get to the intermission, come out and try and do it again.
Another face-off. Chatham wins it again. She moves it towards the net, and that's patted away by Garabedian. Tennessee trying to move the puck out of their zone. Board battle. Puck's not out, though. Griffin holds it in, finds Voyer, but Nash takes the puck away and moves it ahead. Holland skating back towards her own net. Will retrieve for Miami. Holland with speed through the neutral zone. She's moving in on the defense. Splits the D shot, and that was sticked away by Danica Nash to keep the puck from going on net. Great play there by the Tennessee Iceball defenseman. Just under 2 to go in this third game of this 2025 Columbus Classic here at the Columbus Ice Rink. Offensive zone faceoff again for Miami. It's Chatham. She loses the draw to Plant, though. Puck still loose in the circle, and Plant will skate onto it and chip it ahead. Laxton giving chase, but Holland will get there first. Manages to skate around one and move it ahead. She's got Voyer with him and Chatham. Holland, though, ahead 1-on-3, and her shot goes wide of the net, but Garabedian, taking no chances, will pat it away and cover. Shots now evened up. That's just showing how good of a period Miami's had. They were behind on the shot clock for a lot of this game. They've came back and evened the shots. Garabedian, who's made 28 saves, on 31 Miami shots. Mimi Shapiro with 29 saves on 31 Tennessee shots. Here's Plant. Plant with two with her, moving in 3-on-2, and she gets knocked over by Holland as she tried to cut behind her. And Miami will take control of the puck, but only move it as far as Danica Nash. Long shot, and that's loose in front, and Tennessee couldn't make it there. Casella with a shot. Shapiro on the sprawl, and the puck is underneath her somewhere. A little bit scrambly for Miami, but a good chance for Tennessee off of the scramble. And that might just be what they have to do to get an equalizing goal in this game. 1:08 to go in the second period. Good chance for the Volunteers, Ice Volunteers. Let's see if they can take advantage of this offensive zone face-off, as they've got Plant and Nash out there. They're two of their better players. Plant behind the net, looking to bring it out in front, and Shapiro stayed flush to her post. A rebound attempt by Blackston was cleared away before she could get to it. Miami from their own net, outlet pass, gets by the forward, and it'll go back to the Tennessee line. Here's Nash, Nash through the neutral zone for Tennessee. She moves in on the Miami defense. Puck tried to find Casella, but she fell down, and Nash will have to take control of herself. Casella falls down again, and so that allows Stein to come in and take the puck. Stein, the defenseman, falls down. Here comes Statham to come and take the puck away. Stein maintains possession, though. Makes a centering pass, and that couldn't be directed on goal by Miami. And the puck is cleared all the way back. And will this be enough for icing? Yes. 17 ticks to go in the second period, but Miami has an offensive zone faceoff with a chance to extend their lead to 2 before the conclusion of this period, and we go to the break. This faceoff will be to Kat Garabedian's right. Chatham wins it. Litzinger chips it behind the net for Chatham to skate onto. Puck taken away by Tennessee, though, but moved to the boards. Moving down low is Griffin. She moves it to the middle. Here's Litzinger. Long shot, and that ricochets over behind the net. I think Garabedian got a piece of it, and that'll be it for the second period. A little bit of a flurry at the end of the second period, but Tennessee manages to get to the break only down by 1. And now this from CCM. The CCM FTW line is the first ever hockey gear built specifically for her. To get yours, head to ccmhockey.com or check out your local retailer. Now, Cam, before we go to the intermission, what would you like to see from Tennessee going into the third period to try and get back in this game?
Well, we saw a lot of inspired hockey being played on Miami's end, but were we seeing smart hockey from Tennessee's end? Was Tennessee's plan to let Miami maybe tire themselves out? So this third period, they come out and they dominate Tennessee via bench depth?
All right. Welcome back to the Columbus Classic 2025. The teams are making their way back onto the ice for the third period. Miami with a narrow one-goal lead, 3-2. And let's talk about what we saw through those first two periods. Miami maybe with a case of bust legs earlier in the game, but they picked it up.
Yeah, Tennessee, they came out hot, and I would love to know where they began to slow down, like maybe why they might have slowed down.
Yeah, I think it might have been a case of Miami's just coming at them. Tennessee looks like they're trying to move the puck up as a team. We'll see if that strategy continues or if they'll let their burners kind of take the reins a little bit and really put some pressure on this Miami defense. But we'll see if Miami now, they've gotten a break. Normally around the third period is when you see the more fatigued team show up. We'll see if that's the case or if this break does Miami wonders and they manage to, shepherd this over the line and pick up a win here.
I'm very curious on if that Miami seemingly domination at the end of the last period came from Tennessee maybe just wanting to let Miami tire themselves out so they can dominate this period. I don't really know, but we'll see in a couple minutes or a couple seconds.
We'll see as Chatham wins the face-off to get this third period underway. Fresh sheet of ice for Litzinger to move the puck ahead with. Chatham skating in with a burst of speed right out of the tunnel, and a shot is blocked away behind the net. Here's Voyer. Voyer chips it around behind. Tennessee takes control, though, and moves it up for Blackston. Blackston trying to move it ahead, but could not get it by Voyer. Following up now is Plant, and she manages to chip it out. Here's Chatham over to Holland. Holland goes D to D for Litzinger. She skates ahead of the puck, but manages to move it back for Holland. Back for Litzinger. Ahead to Chatham. She chips it into the Miami zone. Tennessee behind their net. A little bit of a puck battle as Voyer pressures for the puck.
We're seeing great team play. We're seeing great team play from Miami right now. It's a collaborative effort getting the puck to the other side.
Here's Litzinger now moving into the slot. Shot wide of the net. Garabedian not tested there, but wraparound try in front. In front. Holland skates onto it, and a glove save there from Garabedian. Puck ricochets back out. Shot wide of the net by Litzinger. Voyer will skate onto it. Miami making a change. Chatham comes to the bench and is replaced by Stein. Ice Falls moving ahead with the puck. For the first time in this period, they get into the Miami zone. Here's Danica Nash moving into the slot. Nash shot, and that's saved by Shapiro. A big save off of Tennessee's most dangerous player, or one of their most dangerous players, Danica Nash. Shapiro equal to the task. She's been good in this game, as has Kat Garabedian at the rink at the end opposite her. Offensive zone draw coming up now for Tennessee. Statham will go into the face-off dot to take this against Catherine Stein. Statham wins the draw. Here's Jenna Reynolds. She can't control the puck, but Statham will follow up. Ice Falls keep the puck in. Here's Taylor. Taylor to the middle, and that goes all the way through. Green now. Back to the point. Metzger. D to D now for Jenna Reynolds to skate onto. She keeps the puck in. Moves it ahead, but Stein intercepts that pass, and she can't poke it out. Holland will get a second try, and this time it gets all the way down, and this should be icing against Miami. And it is. Puck will come back up the ice now, and Tennessee will get another opportunity in the offensive zone. Teams lining up. Puck is dropped, and it's won by Miami, but Tennessee maybe takes control, and they do. Statham, backhand flip shot, and that's gloved easily by Shapiro. Another draw now, this time to Shapiro's right. Same group of 5 out for each team. Face off, one to the far side, and Holland will skate onto it. Puck moved ahead. Stein in a race with Reynolds for the puck. Stein wins it behind the Tennessee net. In front, and no one was there. And the puck will go all the way back out to the neutral zone. Griffin moves the puck ahead. Stopped by Metziger, and Griffin will try again. This time she gets over the Tennessee line, but it's sent right back out. Griffin flips it deep, and Tennessee tried to clear it, but it'll wind up with Reynolds. It looks like we have offside now against Miami as they never vacated the zone. This faceoff should come the length of the ice, and it will. As this faceoff will be right in the neighborhood of Mimi Shapiro yet again. Almost 3 minutes gone in this third period. Miami with a slim 3-2 lead. They controlled most of the second period, despite having the shorter bench. But the Volunteers still very much in this game as they can score at any time. Courtney Green will skate onto this for Tennessee. She flings it up in that tip save. And that might have went wide, actually, off of the tip by Statham. Taylor, her pass was intercepted. Here's Statham, shot, low save. Shapiro can't cover, but the puck is cleared to the sidewall. Here's Metzger. Now it's Green. Green dumps the puck in. And Griffin will have to skate onto this for Miami. She's pressured by Green. It has to reverse, but it's intercepted by Statham. Green in the slot, and the pass didn't make it to her as a good play by Stein. Puck flung back towards the net, and it ends up beside the goal. And Stein manages to clear the slot again. Metzger couldn't keep the zone, so Tennessee will have to start over. Reynolds now. She moves it ahead for Taylor. Taylor lost the puck in her feet, as Statham will take control for Tennessee. She comes over the Miami line and dumps it deep and will go off for a change. Holland back now on the puck for Miami. She reverses for Litzinger, who wasn't ready for it, but has enough time to go and skate onto it. She backhands the puck out. Bit of an awkward play here at the Miami bench. And it looks like we're going to get another too many men penalty here. This time it's going to be against Miami.
One thing you can't ignore is how back and forth this game is, and it seems that Miami might have just got lost in how back and forth the game was.
Miami with a bit of confusion here at their bench. They're deciding who to send to the box to serve this too many men penalty. It's the second one of the game. This one against Miami. The first one was against the Ice Balls. Miami scored on that ensuing power play, and it looks like we have a timeout here for Tennessee as they're going to go over strategy, as this is a very important power play coming up and a chance to tie the game. What do you want to see from Tennessee on this power play to try and even the score?
From Tennessee, I just want to keep seeing what they've been doing. In the second period, it seems as if Tennessee struggled to maintain a presence in Miami's zone, and as long as they can just move forward while maintaining an offensive presence and just get shots on net and get more confident doing that, I think we can see possibly even a goal from Tennessee on this power play.
Cam calling it now. He's thinking Tennessee is going to score on this power play. It's certainly their best opportunity of the period so far, and they're being sure to take their time to talk about it, as the Tennessee bench understands that this is a critical moment in this game. We know Miami's kicking themselves for giving up this power play, a self-inflicted wound. Let's see if they can kill this off and come out of it no worse for wear. Miami's penalty killers are skating back into the zone. It looks like they're going to have Chatham, Holland, Voyer, and Litzinger out there for this penalty kill, along with Mimi Shapiro, of course, the most important penalty killer, the goalie. Tennessee will come out now for their power play. Plant will take the face-off. She's got Green and Nash out there with her. Litzinger gets the puck right off the draw and will send it the length of the ice, so a good start on this penalty kill for Miami. Puck picked up by Nash for Tennessee, and she'll wheel the other way. Through the neutral zone now, she's got 4 with her. Makes a move at the line and gets in. She's pestered by Holland. Behind the net, looks to center but doesn't. Holland takes the puck away and moves it to this near side. Here's Casella. She moves it to the middle, and she manages to pick the puck off. Good play by Casella. She holds the puck up for Plant. Plant moving deep. She's ragged by Holland, and Holland manages to poke the puck away. Here's Chatham. Chatham can't get the puck out. Takes a weird hop off of Plant, though, and does get over the line. Rink wide for Nash. Here's Nash slowly over the line. She's got Plant going to the net. Shoots it herself, and a save from Mimi Shapiro. She hardly had to move the glove, and she makes a point of demonstrating that after the whistle. Halfway through this ice ball power play. So far, nothing to show for it, but still just over a minute to go. Plant goes forward with the draw, and Holland will ring it around the boards and all the way out. Puck almost held in by Tennessee, but it wasn't. Voyer ahead for Chatham, shorthanded. Nash is there to knock the puck away from Chatham, though. Nash reverses, but Voyer is there. Now Chatham tried to hand it off for Voyer, but puck was in skates. Litzinger skates onto it and sends it far into Tennessee territory. Here's Chatham now. In front, and Voyer couldn't get a stick on that puck. But she gets it back. Shot Voyer, and a point-blank save by Garabedian. Now it's Blackston for Tennessee. She moves ahead to Green, and a good play by Litzinger to get in the way of that. And she'll send it right back into the Tennessee zone. 20 seconds to go in this power play, and Tennessee will have to hurry if they want to get one more chance before Miami is back to even strength. And here's Nash with speed through the zone. Flings it on net, and Shapiro blockers that away. Time just about up on this power play, and they've killed it. The timeout does not work for Tennessee, and Miami manages to get back to even strength, still up a goal. Here's Stein. Catherine Stein makes a nice move through the neutral zone, and she's over the Tennessee line now. Stein moving in, and a good poke check by Courtney Green to stop that. Green trying to dig the puck out of the referee's feet, as there's another Miami player there as well, and she'll just shoot it out to neutral ice, and Holland will take control of this. Holland to the sideboards for Captain Griffin. Looks like Miami's offside, as the Miami forward did not vacate the zone in time. Tennessee up to 39 shots on goal, but still down by one. 13-15 to go in this game. Tennessee trying to find a way to get this game back even. Tennessee gets control off the draw, and Lambert will move it ahead. Here's Holland. Off the boards and up, but only as far as Metzger. She'll dump it in, and Lambert has to tag up before Tennessee can go in forecheck. Griffin behind her own net. Griffin looking for a teammate to pass to, asking her team who's open, as she'll skate it up herself. She's got Stein with her. Griffin down the left wing. In front, hit away by Metzger. Garabedian with the pad, loose puck, and it's underneath the goaltender, Kat Garabedian for Tennessee, as Tennessee survives that. Nobody open there for Kyla Griffin, so she decides to take it herself and managed to set up a good chance in front, but Tennessee's defense kept Miami from getting a clear look. Holland now on the bench. Litzinger back out there. Plant wins the draw. It's chipped ahead, but only to the blue line. Litzinger stops and has the puck poked away and out to center. Litzinger being pressured by her counterpart, number 7, Plant, and Plant will get on the puck and send it into Miami territory. Casella there on the puck, moves it back to the point, and it gets by Metzger. Bonomi now for Miami skating onto it, but she's beaten there by Reynolds. Puck back with Miami. Griffin dumps the puck far side, and this is all the way down, and will be icing against Kyla Griffin in Miami.
Although Tennessee isn't generating much offense, you can't ignore how composed and efficient they're looking on the defensive end of the ice.
Yeah, they've done a much better job this period of limiting those Miami opportunities, which is the first step into getting back in this game. You want to make sure you don't go down by more than one, and I've liked the way Tennessee's played this period. If they keep this up, I have a feeling they will eventually tie this game.
Tennessee's planted the seeds. All they have to do is just watch the plant grow.
Absolutely. Tennessee defense runs into each other, and Catherine Stein was able to skate onto the puck. She moves it ahead, and Nash manages to recover. Pass goes by Casella, and Griffin will take control. Puck held up at the line, and here's Plant. Shot blocked by Griffin, Plant back on it. She loops back down towards the goal line, trying to cut to the front of the net, and a shot went through the crease. Her stick got checked as she let it go. Plant hit hard by Griffin, and Litzinger will come and pick up the puck. Tennessee defense falling down. Here's Litzinger, one-on-one now. Litzinger cuts to the middle, and that shot was interrupted by Nash, and Garabedian will cover it easily. Even though Tennessee's had a pretty good third period, Miami probably will also be pretty happy with the way they've defended. They've managed to keep the puck going up the ice. They haven't been hemmed in too badly. I think both teams will be happy with how this period's gone. Of course, the score is still 3-2 Miami.
Tennessee's just got to get over the hump. Tennessee's there. They're right there. They're looking at it in the face, but they've just got to get over the hump.
Here's Taylor now putting some pressure on Holland. She moves the puck ahead, and that's interrupted right in front of the Tennessee bench. Puck battle now. Voyer sent it back that way, and now it clears up. Nash now. Serpentine route through the zone, and the puck's taken from her by Holland. She leaves for Griffin. Griffin moves ahead, and that pass was right to the Volunteers, and it'll go right down into their zone. Plant pass up dangerously to Statham, but it connects. Statham moving in for Tennessee, trying to get by Holland. Long shot, and that's gloved by Shapiro, and she'll cover. Long shot by Hannah Statham for the Ice Vols. And might have been going wide, but Mimi Shapiro taking no chances in a one-goal game. Face-off will be to her left. Reynolds back out there now, as is Green. Voyer controls off the draw, goes behind her net, pressured there by Courtney Green. She tries to move to the middle, but her pass was interrupted. Griffin clears the puck, but only as far as the line. Puck comes out though. Holland with time. Holland trying to wheel through the neutral zone. She gets cut off by Green, so she has to dump it in deep. Reynolds behind her net, looking for a teammate to pass to. Puck knocked in the air as Chatham put pressure on her. Miami now. Griffin holding it in. Ends up with Chatham. And Metzger had to make a play. Metzger up the boards. Here's Griffin. Dribbling shot towards the goal. Garabedian trying to cover, and she manages to clean up the trash in front of her net. Another face-off coming here for Miami. Another chance for them to maybe extend their lead and not let Tennessee back into this game. Tennessee up to 41 shots now, as Mimi Shapiro has been equal to the task on 39 of them. Puck dumped down the rink. Green giving chase. She manages to poke it ahead and is in a battle with Litzinger. Green to the front of the net, hit the side. Puck out in front for Statham. Statham looking for someone to pass to. In front, shot, and a big save by Mimi Shapiro, her best of the game. Off a centering pass by Statham, and she robbed Taylor. Metzger to go and retrieve the puck in her own zone. She'll be helped out by Garabedian, who will pass it up herself. Now it's Taylor. She tumbles into the boards, and Litzinger will pick up the puck. Makes a move around, but loses the puck to Green. Green trying to split the defense. Moving in, Green, saved by Shapiro again. Shapiro playing well, but she's still down and out. Manages to get back up. Statham moving in. Another save by Shapiro. Out in front, Taylor swinging a miss. In front, still loose, and Shapiro covers. Got a little bit hairy there for Miami, but they managed to keep the Ice Balls off the board as Mimi Shapiro coming up big. That save off of Taylor by Shapiro coming across the crease, really the best save of the game so far.
Shapiro's really keeping Miami in this game. Whenever Miami falters a little bit due to just being tired, she's always there to go ahead and turn defense into offense.
Yeah, an early candidate for save of this tournament here at the Columbus Classic from Mimi Shapiro from Miami. Face off. Stein picks it up, but it's sent back in. Holland takes control, will go behind her net to Litzinger. Litzinger looking for someone to pass to, makes a dangerous pass, but isn't burned for it as it gets all the way to the Tennessee line. Danica Nash now moving ahead. Nash with some space to work into, skates into the slot, shot, she scores! Who else but Danica Nash to tie the game for Tennessee? Shapiro finally breaks, and we have a tie game yet again for the Ice Balls. 8:20 to go, and they score on their 47th shot.
That's exactly what Tennessee needed. Shapiro can't save them all herself. She's got to have some defense played in front of her. Miami faltered a little bit there, and Shapiro just couldn't save them all.
Yep, Tennessee doing a good job there of taking the space. Miami had kind of laid off a little bit, which you do not want to do against Danica Nash. She will make you pay, and she did right there.
Let's see what Tennessee does with this momentum.
We might have a barn burner on our hands here in Columbus as we're tied at 3 with under 10 to go in the third period. Holland behind her net. No more breathing room for Miami as the game is tied. Chatham picks it up, and she'll look ahead. Miami looking to get in and try and reclaim the lead. Puck knocked away, and Blackston will send it back to the Miami line. Holland on the puck. She'll move down the right wing. Holland. Great play there by Plant to lift her stick and send the puck back out. No icing here, and so Voyer will have to go and collect the puck. Voyer chooses to go behind her net to evade Casella, the forechecker. Puck sent out and over the line barely as Plant made an effort to keep that in. Rink-wide pass, now it's Metzger. She can't control, and Holland will backhand it back towards Tennessee territory. Metzger again, drops for Plant. Plant smacks the puck back to the Miami line. Here's Holland again. Holland through the center circle. Leaves Statham in her wake, and offside. Miami did not tag up in time, and that's unfortunate because it looked like a promising rush there. Now that the game is tied, Cam, what are you looking to see out of both of these teams for these last few minutes to try and either win this game in regulation or get it to overtime?
I'm looking to see the goalies make their final stand for both teams. I'm looking for Miami to help out their goalie. Their goalies face a lot of shots. 47 of them to be particular. Yeah, I mean, you know, we've got to see good goalie play and good offensive play from both teams.
That's a good call. I think the goalies will prove to be very critical in the story of this game by the time it's over. Here's Statham now. Hannah Statham for Tennessee. Shot, and that made it through. It looked like Griffin might be in the shooting lane, but that shot made it through to Shapiro, and she makes a tough save through the screen from her own defenseman. 6:40 to go here in regulation time. We're even at 3 between the Tennessee Ice Balls and the University of Miami. Face-off won by Statham, but all the way out of the zone, and so Reynolds will have to go and pick it up. She moves it to Statham. Statham over the Miami line. She's got Green with her. Statham chooses to keep it herself. In front, Statham shot off the mask of Shapiro. Into the other side. Shapiro shakes it off and keeps going. Statham now to pick up the puck as it comes back this way. Statham back to the point. It got by Green, but only as far as Reynolds, and she'll put it back over the line. Tennessee's offside as Taylor had not tagged up yet, and this draw will come all the way down the ice. Offensive zone face-off coming up here for Miami. Chatham in there to take the draw. It's one back, but board battle ensues. Back out to Litzinger. Litzinger skating in, taking some space, shoots, and that was blocked. Big play there by Nash. Nash moving ahead. Danica Nash trying to beat Holland. She moves into the inside, gets body position, but Holland does a good job to keep her from going towards the slot. Nash a little bit slow to get up in the corner, looking for a penalty maybe, but no call. Behind the Miami net now, Lissinger sent it back out wide, and Tennessee will have to go pick this up. Chatham on the chase though. Chatham manages the puck, but the puck came out, and this will be offside against Miami. Neutral zone faceoff coming up here with 5:23 to go in regulation here in Columbus. In game 3 out of 4 on day 1 of the Columbus Classic 2025. Face-off won by Chatham. Litzinger takes control and will double back towards her blue line. Makes a nice pass, but it's out of the reach of Holland, but Holland will go and skate onto it as the Tennessee defenseman fell down. Shot, score! Miami takes the lead in the late stages. It's Holland again, and they lead 4-3.
This is exactly the juice that Miami needed. This is exactly the momentum that they might have needed to carry on through the rest of the game.
Tennessee did so much work to even the game up, and Miami takes the lead right back and are 5 minutes away from an opening win, but still plenty to do for them as this game is still very much up for grabs. Tennessee surely will throw everything at them to try and tie this game. Puck battle here, just outside the Miami line, and Voyer will have to go pick it up, but she defers to Holland. The goal scorer now, Holland. She makes a move around Blackston and will take it herself. Outlet pass up to Voyer, just out of her reach, and this will be icing against Miami. Very close. That would have been a beautiful pass up to Voyer, and if Voyer is able to control that, she's in on goal against Kat Garabedian with a chance to extend the lead. But nonetheless, it'll come back down to the Miami end. Just enough time for Mimi Shapiro to take a breather before she's going to be put under pressure again by this Ice Wall team. Face-off one, back directly to Shapiro. Rebound, amazing save by Mimi Shapiro. She was down and out, but managed to stick out the glove and blocker and get a piece of the Taylor shot. What a save as she is standing on her head. Holland picks up the puck now for Miami. They have numbers through the neutral zone. Chatham, Voyer, and Holland. Chatham now moving in against Reynolds, and her shot goes wide. Voyer to pick up the puck, but it's taken away. Here's Plant shrugging off the check of Voyer, and she'll send it the length of the ice, and this will be icing against Tennessee. What a save from Mimi Shapiro.
Miami's battled hard, and she's battled the hardest on Miami's whole team. Honestly, she's standing on her head in the cage.
Yeah, an initial shot right off the draw, which are always hard for a goalie, and then she stays engaged as the puck went right to Taylor for Tennessee, and she managed to make a fingertip save to keep Miami in front.
Just as I said earlier, Shapiro's strong suit is she can take defense and turn into offense. Even though she's not skating out there on the ice, she knows how to take the puck and get to her offensive players to create some offense.
Puck back, controlled by Litzinger as Miami just trying to weed this time out to get this over the line. Statham with something to say about it though for Tennessee. Hannah Statham moving ahead. Statham, long shot, blocker save by Shapiro as that was a high howitzer. Rebound in front, Blackston stoned by Shapiro. Miami doesn't clear though. Statham with the puck, long pass, and Casella couldn't handle it, but she manages to get on the puck.
Shapiro looks slow to get up after that save and still looks like she's wincing in pain in the net.
Probably fatigue a factor in that as Tennessee is putting the pressure on. 3:19 to go in regulation. Miami up a goal and Stein takes the puck away. Stein moving in, Statham. Can she get a stick in? Stein with a shot, and Garabedian makes the save for Tennessee to keep the goal difference to only one. Here's Blackston moving ahead, and they're offside as Green was a little overeager to pick up that puck and take it in. 51 shots for Tennessee now, 47 saves for Mimi Shapiro, and she has been the story in this game. And under the radar, Kat Garibetti on the other side has made 36 saves on 39 shots. Not a bad day for her at the office either. Goaltenders have been fantastic in this game. Here's Danica Nash now. Tagged up barely was Taylor, and Nash will move in. Nash trying to cut to the slot, but she goes behind the net. Looking for someone to pass to. Cutting, will loop back in front. Nash, and a great play by Chatham to keep her from shooting. Nash back out to the point. Given back to her. Puck chipped ahead, and Chatham will skate onto it and get the puck out. She moves ahead, 1-on-2, and she'll just slam it in, and Nash had to stick that away into the Tennessee corner.
Great plays from Nash to keep the ball, to keep the puck in the zone and to just keep pushing and keep trying to fire more shots on target.
Valuable seconds off the clock as Tennessee controls, and they manage to move the puck out. 2:15 to go. Moved up to Chatham, but it was out of her reach. No ice as the puck went by the ice ball defenseman. Offside now. Oh, and a hit after the whistle. I think it was accidental as Nash clashed in it to Chatham. A little bit of a collision. Looks like the referees are discussing where this face-off is going to be on the delayed offside. This is very important. If this face-off stays in the Tennessee zone, that makes it all the easier for Miami to keep killing this clock. But the puck is going to come all the way down the rink. Looks like they're going to take the face-off here just outside the Miami line.
With 2 minutes left, is this game really as out of reach as people may or may not think for Tennessee?
No, this game is absolutely not out of reach. 2 minutes is plenty of time for Tennessee to score, but they got to get on the puck and they got to get into their playmakers to try and tie this game up and send it to overtime. Tennessee wins the draw, and Taylor will move in. She gets the puck deep for Courtney Green to chase after. She's got a teammate in front, but she couldn't get it to her. Griffin tries to get the puck out, but only as far as Nash. Nash, long shot that hit her teammate before it went to the net. Holland now. Holland reverses back. Makes a breaking out pass, but it's intercepted by Nash, but she didn't get all of it. Here's Voyer moving in, 1-on-2 against Nash. She'll just take it down low, and Nash knocks it away. Nash now for Tennessee. 1:28 to go in the game. Litzinger skates on it for Miami, and she'll send this back the other way. Up ahead. Back to Griffin. Kyla Griffin, the captain for Miami. She moves it. And that's no icing as it hit Lambert on the way down the rink. Chatham skates in behind the Tennessee net. Tries to move it in front, and Tennessee got on the way of that. 1 minute to go in the third period. Miami up a goal. They're trying to get this over the finish line. Icing against Tennessee. 52 precious seconds on the clock left for the Ice Balls, but they're going to have to start from their own defensive zone and get the puck up the ice quick if they want to have a chance to tie this game up late. Miami undoubtedly going to be looking to keep this puck in their offensive zone for as long as possible and not let Tennessee get up the ice. This is that situation where the best defense is offense. Looks like we have a timeout called. This should be a timeout by Miami, I believe, as Tennessee used theirs earlier in the game.
What exactly do you think Miami will be drawing up at a time like this?
I think this timeout is probably more to rest their players, get them enough energy to get this last 52 seconds over. That's what their coach is telling them right now, probably. 52 seconds left. You can go hard for 52 seconds. I know you're tired, but just keep it going. Play one last good minute, and you got yourself an opening win for this Columbus Classic.
What do you think Tennessee is talking about on their sideline at this time?
Tennessee probably talking about getting the puck up the ice quickly. They are probably discussing when they'll pull Kat Garabedian if they manage to get the puck up to get that extra attacker out, and who it will be. But first things first is they got to win that face-off and get the puck out so they can get that extra attacker on to try and tie the game.
I agree.
Tennessee breaks their huddle. And they start skating back towards their zone for the face-off. Miami's just about done as well. This has been a great hockey game between these two teams, pretty evenly matched on the scoreboard. And we should have a wild final minute ahead of us. Face-off, won by Tennessee, but Chatham takes control. Plant scrums her against the boards. This is exactly what Miami wants to be doing, keeping that puck as far away from their goal as possible. Stein picks it up, but it's going to head up to Taylor. Taylor trying to chip the puck out, but she can't. Nash trying to take the puck in. She looks like she wants to do it herself, but the puck hops away from her, and Holland will send it back the other way. And all the way down. Will it be icing? No, it won't. Good hustle by Chatham. Here's Taylor trying to move the puck ahead. 17 to go in the game. Puck picked up by Litzinger. She'll send it the other way, but she doesn't get it out. Here's Holland now. Ahead up to Chatham, and she'll skate it into the Tennessee zone, and she'll kill the last few seconds, and the University of Miami will get a opening win here at the Columbus Classic. Short-staffed but not short-willed, as a great performance by the Miami Hurricanes women's hockey team.
As you can see,
As
all
they
the players
mob.
skating onto the ice, embracing their goalie, as they
Yes,
should.
Absolutely. Mimi Shapiro was fantastic in this game. She's the story for Miami. Kept them in it, made 48 saves on 51 shots. A great day at the office, and Miami wins a close game here between Miami and Tennessee. Coming up after this will be Tennessee and South Carolina, coming up shortly here at the Columbus Classic.